Hello and welcome back to another Blu-ray update. It's been a while again since I've done my last Blu-ray update, so I've got a lot to show, to be honest. So first of all, I got like an update on Sinners, because in the last Blu-ray update I showed off my Sinners 4K that I got. I said I was kind of disappointed that didn't come with a slipcover. When I went to Inky Customs and I brought a custom slipcover from them. Yeah, this slipcover looks really good. It looks like an official slipcover. It does look really great. The only problem is this case is a slim case and this slipcover is for a thick case, which is kind of annoying. So it falls straight through, which is kind of unfortunate. I messaged them and they said they only made the thick versions of the slipcover. So I'm guessing they've released a UK version of Sinners on 4K with a thick case, and I just got one with a thin case, which is really annoying. It's okay. It still looks alright on the shelf if you just put it in the slipcover and just display it on the shelf. Like, you can't really tell. Yeah, I do really like the slipcover. It looks very nice. So the next one I wanted to show off was not one but two. No, I mean, I've added 4 Edgar Wright films to my collection. First is the Cornetto trilogy, 3 films in one. I got this in a deal for like, I think it's like 30 quid, 28 quid, 30 quid or something. I love all these films. I think they're amazing films. I do need to give them rewatches because I haven't watched them in a while. Shaun the Dead and Hot Fuzz are 2 just perfect films. I think At World's End is a really solid film as well. But yeah, they're just so fun, so full of style, so Edgar Wright, which his latest film, The Running Man, is kind of missing. It also says includes new Shaun of the Dead 20 Bloody Years edition. I think this includes some new special features. I don't know if it's a new scan of the film as well, I don't know. It might actually be a new scan of the film in Dolby Atmos or something. It's got Shaun the Dead 4K, Hot Fuzz 4K, At World's End 4K, Shaun the Dead Blu-ray, Hot Fuzz Blu-ray, At World's End Blu-ray. And then another Edgar Wright film that I brought was Baby Driver. Again, another amazing film. It is a shame that a lot of the people in this film are pretty dodgy. The editing is just phenomenal. How everything's edited to the music is just amazing. Yeah, I got this from Sex. The slipcover's a little bit damaged, but it's alright. It looks alright on the shelf. Got the 4K there, the Blu-ray there. I like the artwork with the vinyl. This next one is a release that I basically watch every Christmas now. I love this film so much. It's such an amazing action film, one of the best action films ever. Yeah, I watched it last year, and then after I watched it, I was like, why haven't I got this, like, physically yet? So I went on eBay and bought myself Die Hard. I thought that this was really hard to get with the slipcover, so I paid 30 quid for this on eBay. But then I went into my local HMV and they had this with a slipcover for 20 quid. So I basically wasted 10 quid. And the slipcover's a little bit damaged, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to be popping this open every Christmas, probably. I'm kind of annoyed they haven't done 4K releases for the other Die Hard films, because I wouldn't mind having a 4K release for Die Hard with a Vengeance, because I love that film as well. I think that's an amazing film. I have just found out that the case is broken as well. I didn't even realise that when I first bought this, but that is not good at all. Yeah, I shouldn't have paid 30 quid. You got the 4K there, and you got the Blu-ray there. This next one is a Disney classic. I watched this for the first time last year, and it's one that I was actually upset with when I finished watching it, because I was like, why didn't I watch this as a child? I saw this in Sex. I had to pick it up. I love it. The Lion King. This slipcover is really great as well. Like, this is all embossed on the front. 4K is embossed. This sounds like the Disney slipcover. I think these are like matching slipcovers for all Disney releases, with like the little icons at the bottom, which kind of makes me want to get Aladdin and like Hercules and Beauty and the Beast. It kind of makes me want to get all of them on 4K, but it's going to be proper expensive. I definitely want to pick this one up because, yeah, it's The Lion King. Like, you know, it's one of the best films of all time. Yeah. Obviously the songs are iconic in this film as well, like amazing songs. 4K and the Blu-ray. I didn't even realise that Simba was spot glossed as well in the front, like a little bit. Yeah. Next is one of the best superhero releases of last year, James Gunn's Superman, the first instalment in the DCU. Just really fun, love the style to this thing. David Cohn-Sweat is a really good Superman. He's my second favourite to Christopher Reeve. I have a lot of the other DCEU films on 4K, so it only made sense to continue it with the DCU. Yeah, this is in a slim case, so yeah. And then it's just got the 4K disc in it. Next is one that I already owned on 4K. I own the whole trilogy on 4K. But last year I took it upon myself to watch all the Jurassic Park films and all the Jurassic World films that I hadn't watched yet. I'd watched Jurassic Park 1 and 2 before, and I watched Jurassic World before. But I decided to watch the rest of them, and I came to the conclusion that I only really like the first Jurassic Park. The Lost World is alright. It has some good moments, but I'm not going to watch it again, to be honest. Same in Jurassic World, so I just decided to sell The Lost World, Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World because I had those 3 on 4K. So yeah, I just kept the 4K for Jurassic Park here, and I went to Inky Customs and they were selling custom slipcovers for all the Jurassic Park films, so I decided to pick one up for Jurassic Park, which looks really good. Like, I love the artwork on this one. So yeah, just slip it in. Yeah, I think it looks really good. The thing is, I don't have that much space in my collection as well, and I don't want to take it up with films that I just don't like having them in my collection, you know? But I do love the original Jurassic Park, obviously, so I'm keeping this one. This next 4K is one of my favourite films of last year, One Battle After Another. This one's up for a lot of Oscars, I think. I can't remember how many Oscars. And it's an amazing film. Really like it. It's my first Paul Thomas Anderson film that I've seen. I really do need to check out the rest of his filmography. Really like this film. Really like DiCaprio in it. But I'm not gonna lie, I think the back of this slipcover is really weird because it's just got like a full frame from the film and I've just overlaid the text and everything on top of it, which it looks a bit weird. And there's just this like blank space in the corner, which I felt like could have been filled up with something. This is in a slim case again, which I'm not that fussed about. And this just has the 4K disc in it. But this next one is one that I showed off in a YouTube short, but I'll show it off again here. It's The Mask. This is a childhood favourite of mine. The weird thing is, I had Son of the Mask on DVD before I had The Mask on DVD back in the day. So I think I've watched Son of the Mask more than The Mask, which is a horrible admission. Yeah, this is a great film. One of the best superhero films, in my opinion. Very funny, very 90s, very cheesy at some points. I'm really surprised Arrow picked this up as well, because I don't really associate Arrow with, like, massive, big releases like this. I showed this off in the YouTube short, but there's a dent on here. And it's underneath as well, which is kind of unfortunate. I did get a lot of comments telling me to take it back, but I couldn't be asked to go through the process of taking it back and asking for a refund. I know that's going to annoy some people, but I'm alright with it. Plus it's a limited edition release, so I don't even know if I can get a replacement at this point. I really love the artwork. Again, it's a slipcover, slips off like that. Really nice artwork. And then it's got a booklet, which is very nice. It's got a poster, which I've shown off in the short, and then it's got the 4K. I'm using the reverse artwork here. There's two artworks. Again, watch the YouTube short to find out. It's got the 4K disc, and then it's got some art cards in here as well, which is nice. Then the final Blu-ray that I picked up in recent months is Donnie Darko. This is the Made by Mutant release. This is their first release. They've done like a bunch of vinyl releases before, but this is their first Blu-ray release, which is interesting. I overall think this is a really good release. It looks very nice. I don't think it's worth the price. I paid over 50 quid for this with delivery, which is really tragic. But again, I wanted to pick it up because it's like the first of hopefully many releases from them, and I like the artwork. I like the film. Again, this is another one that I've done a YouTube short on, but I'll show a little bit of it off now. It has like it's a digibook. Comes out like this. It's got one disc there, other disc there, and it's got a book in the middle, which is nice. And then here's the back. It's got some artwork on there as well. It's also got like text on the top and the bottom and on the side, which is nice. And it shows what edition it is there as well. It's 222 out of 2000. So the last three things I want to show off is actually my graphics A-level work. For graphics, I had to do like my own thing basically, and I decided to go in the direction of physical media, and I just researched like physical media, how physical media looks, how it's packaged, and I made 3 different examples. In the exam, I made a VHS, a DVD release, and I made a Blu-ray release, all for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is one of my favourite films ever. So it made sense. And I also did it as a response to 3 different artists, because we had to base our outcomes on 3 different artists, I'm pretty sure. Again, I did this nearly a year ago now, but I didn't end up getting these back till like November, I think. I made the VHS one as a response to Saul Bass, and I can't for the life of me remember what I did the other 2 on. I'll put it there, but I'll show off the Blu-ray first. So I did a slipcover for it. This is like a still from the film with them 2 on the bed, and then I did the artwork with the title and put a tagline below, and then I did some weird ass stuff there. It's supposed to be like clawing away at the slipcover, and then there's like the claw marks showing through to the other side, which I think is kind of cool. In the exam, we're not allowed the internet, and I didn't have any photos of anyone like clawing away at something, but I did have a photo of my hand like this, so I thought close enough. I'll just make it look like a clawing hand, but I don't know if it looks like that, to be honest. It looks a bit weird. And here's the spine, and then here's the back. It just has like a synopsis for the film, It's got the special features. If you're wondering how I did these bits, I printed it off on like laminate paper and I just stuck it on. And then I basically copied and pasted these from like a picture of the back of the actual Blu-ray, which is why it looks really blurry if you actually zoom it in. Then you got the Blu-ray, and I paired it with some art cards as well. I made like my own art cards basically for the film, which I'm pretty happy with. I think I look pretty good. We do get more marks in the exam if we use our own pictures, so that's why a lot of the artwork that I use for this release includes my own pictures, even though it doesn't really fit the theme of the film sometimes. Like with this is the mind thing that Joel puts on in the film, obviously to raise Clementine, but I put a pigeon on on top of it. That's a picture I took of a pigeon and I used it. And then you got the Blu-ray. I used some like tissue paper and I stuck it on top of it to like give it like a weird glowing effect I was trying to go for, but I don't know if that really works. I use the same artwork again here, but like reversed. I made it blue. And I got the same picture on the back, same artwork, same screenshots and that. Then you got the actual Blu-ray in here. I did originally just have I just got a random DVD from home and I stuck this artwork on top of it. So yeah, but I recently brought the actual Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind Blu-ray and I just put it in here. I also did a booklet. This is a picture of my brother and I made his hair red so he looks like Clementine. Yeah, here's the back. And then I did like experience more on Blu-ray because a lot of Blu-rays back in the day would have like these advertisements. You got the chapters down here and then some reviews and then another screenshot from the film. Then here is the DVD release I did. I think I'm most happy with this one. I really like the artwork that I did with like the hands reaching out and like the beach pebbles composited over or whatever. That's supposed to be Joel there, but then I replaced his head with like clouds, and then it's got Joel and Clementine in the middle, and then I like continued it on and on and on and on like that. I think it looks pretty good. Then I got the logo there. This is actually the official text that they used for the logo, but I kind of switched it up. I like split it up in half and then I rotated the text of the... Here's the spine and then here's the back. The back is just basically the poster, and I've just basically inverted the colours, made it black and white, turned up the contrast, but yeah. And then the back's basically the same as the Blu-ray. I added the DVD logo there. And then inside I have all like sky artwork. Here is the disc. I didn't get a DVD for Eternal Sunshine, so this is just like, I think this is a Tom and Jerry DVD. I've got like a rip here because if you look at this booklet that I made, I accidentally ripped the back of this when I was sticking it on. I accidentally ripped it and I couldn't stick it back down again. But I was like, is that kind of symbolic for the film? Like the rip in the sky, like the rip in the mind? I don't know. Yeah, so I scanned this rip in and then I added it onto the disc to make it not look like a mistake, basically. Then here's the booklet. I did like a coming soon to DVD thing here for this one with just a bunch of like 2004 films, which I thought was alright. And then finally I did the VHS release, which I think that was pretty good as well. Again, if you're wondering how I did like this effects, I printed this artwork off again in laminate, then I cut out like little square chunks and stuck it down like a little bit higher, a little bit lower to look like a distortion thing, you know? I don't know. This probably took me the longest to do out of everything. I printed off the front artwork again and then I cut around each individual text and I stuck it over the thing that was already printed. So yeah, if you look, there you go. Yeah, so it kind of looks like spot gloss, but it's laminate paper basically. And then here's a spine. This is laminate paper as well. I've stuck on here. And then the back, I used the hand again, the hand artwork, which I thought was pretty good. And then you take out the VHS. Then I got some artwork on the front, which I think looks alright. And then the spine, which looks very low quality. The art teachers said, oh, you could print some stuff off onto stickers and then you could just like stick it on as stickers. I did that and this is what they printed off onto stickers and it's really low quality for some reason. So for the front bit I just printed it off normally and I just stuck it to the VHS with double-sided sticky tape. But yeah, I'm done waffling now. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, please leave a dislike. And I'll see you in the next video.